I'm late for a very important date. I started this live at 5-ish a little over a week ago. I don't know what that means. What that means? I got an alarm. I got an alert. I don't know. But it's the live at 5-ish with the dynamic duo Unbox 'em All. And hey, April McCree, welcome for following. Andrew, welcome for following. Hey, I got some new followers. Woo woo. But here's the thing. I was supposed to be here at 5-ish, but you know, being a single dad, we're getting ready for a big move. This is Hope, by the way. Or wait, over here. Say hi, Hope. Hope, Hope, Hope. This is Hope. She's a popular dog. But I forgot. And you know how I remembered why we were going live-ish? Because I said it every day. I'm going to go around 5. We're going to talk about what's in the hobby, tell a dad joke, and if we get a pack, we're going to rip and see what we get. But what I want to talk about, okay, let me get in here close. You guys watched yesterday's short where my friend was at her local Food for Less, and she goes poke hunting for me and Minnie. And she sent me a picture that her local store has a sign, and let me pull the sign up here. I won't really talk about it. Her sign said, attention. Well, I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. Let's see if I adjust it a little bit. Attention, no loitering are waiting in this area. Customers may wait a maximum of 5 minutes. Anyone waiting longer than 5 minutes will be asked to leave the building. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, this is right above, like they put it on top of the machine above the sign that says no loitering, products have purchase limits, well, yada, yada, yada. And here's the kicker. There was no one around the machine. There was a guy she saw walking out who had a white flare ETB, and she was like, well, the machine already hit. And she was talking to somebody that worked there and said, yeah, ever since the management put that sign up, all the people who were sitting and camping and making it their livelihood to sit at that machine have now been asked to leave, been threatened for trespassing, and they're actually enforcing the no loitering law. Now, what does that mean for us guys, dads on a budget, parents, collectors in the hobby who are just trying to get product at MSRP? I apologize for that glare from my window. Let me try this. Okay, there you go. It's a little better. You guys get to see all the Pokemon. We're getting ready for Card Party. Card Party! What do you think, Hope? Do you think we should go to Card Party? Yes, I do. But what does it mean for the rest of us in the hobby? And what it means is that hopefully these people who've made it their living to sit in front of a machine are going to either get arrested, kicked out, or just stop going. Because now in my area where I live, and we had a total of 5 machines within like a 5-mile radius. We are now down to 2. 2 have already been removed. 1 has been black screened, and I believe it's getting picked up either this week or next week if it hasn't already done so. I haven't been to the store. It's my regular store. I go there for $5 sushi. I get my dog food there every other week. I know the employees. They know me. They know my son. They know my daughter. Heck, they even know my ex-wife. That is our store, and it was really convenient and it was fun. But, you know, because people can't contain themselves and they're real assholes and start fights, clear out the machine, glitch the machine. And here's the thing that really pissed me off. And I'm going to go on a little tangent here. You know, became friends with the manager, became friends with the employees. And, you know, they know, I tell them, hey, I got a YouTube channel for me and my son, Unbox 'em All, Dynamic Duo. And they follow the channel and they see that I really am not buying everything and selling at market and, you know, ripping like crazy. Like, it's me and my son collecting. I got binders I'm working on. Matter of fact, I've been getting so much perfect order. Thank you for everybody who thinks that this is a crappy set. I love the artwork and it's everywhere. That I'm probably going to end up master setting this. So now I'll have like 8 master sets I'm working on. But I squirreled for a moment. It was convenient for me to go to the machine. And I did a video a couple days back where I was thanking the machine. Yes, it's an inanimate object, but because of that inanimate object, I met so many great people. So many great connections, so many memories. My son pulling the golden Pikachu on a random act of kindness pack, giving away literally hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of product to people who are struggling to find product, because my son used to get really lucky. Packs, ETBs, booster boxes, or bundles, sorry, booster bundles. And it was a great place, man. And it really bums me out that it's no longer there for us. And we still got 3 machines or 2 machines in the area, but they're not literally one exit up. I got to drive a few minutes. And it's just kind of a bummer because we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Because whether or not the person in front of you is the scalper or the glitcher, they're another human being just like you and me. They made a conscious decision, and management told us, the regulars who would go every day, like I would drop my son off from school and I would go check it out before I came home and got to bed after working all night. Since I've been off for a while because of my injury, I would go a couple of times a day, once after I dropped him off at school, and then, once we picked him up from school, and then maybe once in the afternoon after dinner to just get out of the house. You know, it was Cheers. It was my local bar. I'd go and hey, everybody knew my name. And I knew the other hunters and the other collectors. Hey, what's up? And they would tell us. Like I was there one time, and the guy told me, hey, the Walgreens up the street just got the Ascended Heroes tins. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you trying to get my spot in line? He goes, no, bro. I just hit. This is what the hobby's about. They just like I got the first 2 off the box, and they're limiting 2 per person. And I boogied over there. And when I came back, he had hit a pack, and then it was my turn to touch the machine, and I hit a booster bundle, and it just that's the community that I loved around the machines, because we all came together like a campfire. Instead of these guys who would sit there. And I had one gentleman touch the machine in front of my son, and I'm like, dude, you don't know me. Like, don't let the Unbox Them All dynamic duo smile on your face fool you. Like, you disrespect my son, we're going to have a problem. And I was actually just talking to a buddy of mine. I've known this gentleman, I'm 50, so I've known him for almost 30, no, my math is wrong, 27 years. He sent me a text, right? He goes, hey, bro, dude, there's a big ass line inside Target where I live just for the Pokemon card. Man, y'all making me sick. Laugh out loud. And he sent me these pictures, right, of the line. Guys, I'm getting new to this, but the line like goes all the way out through cosmetics to the card line. And you know what's funny about that? I don't even understand why they do that anymore. Every Target in my area, it's all behind customer service. And at our local Target now, man, I love the new management style that they get their hit and they spread it out throughout the week. So you're there in line by 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, they open the doors. Or actually, they come out usually between 7:15, 7:30, and they're like, hey, this is what we got. We got Neato, Squishies, Pokemon. We only got this, that, and the other. And the line will either disperse or people stand in line. And now that Mini's into Squishies and, he's starting that little venture, I'll go hunting for him. Because, what else do I got to do besides physical therapy and work on being a better person and getting rid of this little gut that I can't seem to shake, man. I've lost 220 pounds and I just can't get rid of this last 20. I'm like, But I go all crazy. Live at 5-ish, an hour and a half late. So, we're going to do our dad joke. In honor of my son who gave me a really good joke, we are going to say, did you hear about the cow who jumped over barbed wire? It was utter destruction. I swear, some of these jokes are really good. All right, I'm going to open a pack. I don't even know what the hit is. I just like those cards. All right, let's see. Perfect order. I'm going to claim it now. I'm going to pull the chase card right now. Let's see what I got. All right, I'm going to stay. You know what? I'm feeling the metal one. The metal one, the gray one. Ooh, I almost said dark magic too. All right, so we got the Pretty Fetchling. We got the End something. We got the Bionicle. Oh, my buddy Trevor Zard was just talking about that. I think that was his. We got the Fetch Finder. Excuse me, that was my stomach. We got Digsby. It looks like a bunny on steroids. We got Luminous City. Oh, this might be a good one for the deck. So it says once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto their bench. Then the player shuffles their deck. If the player searches their deck in this way, their turn ends. I might have to put that in the Charizard deck. The Talonflames. That's such a pretty card. I haven't got the holo of that one yet. Scorpy. So that's like a squishy scorpion. Oh, that's a holo. The Scatterbug. All right, let's see. You know, I'm beginning to hate this Pokemon because I seem to get it all the freaking time. And it's not very powerful. Well, unless you do the Rising Blade, which is your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon EX. This attack does 80 more damage, so it'd be 160. That might be pretty good. And you know what? I'm learning. I'm learning. And I'm excited because we're going to go to Card Party. And this year, I'm entering the tournament. We will be coming live at 5-ish tomorrow with a new dad joke. And if we find a Pokemon pack, I'll be ripping a pack. And if you got a good dad joke, do me a favor, leave it in the comment and I'll make sure to use it. Until next time, I'm Big D, he's Mini Mini, and together we are Unbox 'em All Dynamic Duo. Pew, 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 pew. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. It's priceless, it's free, and I promise.